Hi dear students. Welcome to Gravity Tuition Center, Tirupati. Today we are going to discuss the problems from Class 10, Chapter 7, Coordinate Geometry. Exercise 7.2. See, in this exercise, we are going to use this section formula for internal division. So, what does this section formula says is, see, suppose we have a line. A line means we will have a minimum of 2 points. Suppose point A x comma x1 y1 and point B x2 y2. And this line is being divided by a point P x comma y in the ratio m1 is to m2. Then I can find these coordinates. X and y using the section formula. So, see here AP is divided in the ratio how much? M1 and PB in the ratio M2. So, AP is to PB is equals to M1 is to M2. Okay. Now, see here what is the coordinate X? How we will calculate is see M1 into X2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2. Similarly, the y coordinate m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. This is how we are going to do. Suppose if this ratio is equal, what does it mean? M1 equal to M2. When it happens, this case is the special case for, suppose we have point A, B and the ratio is equal, which means this and this are equally divided, which means this point is the midpoint, this point is the midpoint, this is the midpoint. So, for midpoint, this ratio is 1, this ratio is 1. M1 is 1, M2 is also 1. So, this 1, 1. We will replace this with 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. When it is the midpoint, okay. So, when the ratios are equal. So, what will happen? 1 into x2 is x2 plus 1 into x1 is x1 by 1 plus 1 is 2. That is x2 plus x1 by 2, here y2 plus y1 by 2. So, when we have midpoint, that is nothing but x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. That will be the point P, the coordinates of the point P. So, these two formulas are enough to do this particular exercise. Let us move into the exercise. See here the first problem, find the coordinates of the points which divides the join of minus 1 comma 7 and 4 comma minus 3 in the ratio 2 is to 3. See here we have the coordinates of the points, right? Suppose we have the coordinates. So here we have a two coordinates minus 1 comma 7 and 4 comma minus 3, 4 comma minus 3, and this is divided by a point P in the ratio 2 is to 3, in the ratio 2 is to 3. Suppose this point as A and this point as B. Understand? Now, see, it's nothing but it is being divided in the ratio 2 is to 3 means we are going to use this section formula. So, what is the section formula if I want to use this one, right? So, let us give the names x1, y1, x2, y2. So, m1, this is m1, right? This is m1, this is m2. What is the formula? m1 x2, right? m1 x2, 2 into 4, 2 into 4 plus m2 is 3, x1 is minus 1, 3 into minus 1 by m1 plus m2, 2 plus 3. This is the coordinate x, and y coordinate. What is the y coordinate? Similarly, m1 y2, 2 into minus 3, 2 into minus 3 plus plus m2 y1, 3 into 7, 3 into 7 upon m1 plus m2, 2 plus 3. Okay, now see here, this becomes 2 4s are 8, plus into minus, minus 3 1s are 3, 2 plus 3 is 5. So 8 minus 3 is 5 upon 5. This becomes 1. So x coordinate, what is the x coordinate? X coordinate is 1. We have the x coordinate as 1. Now similarly, 2 into minus 3, minus 6 plus 3 sevens are 21 by 2 plus 3, 5. So here minus 6 plus 21, what is this? 15 upon 5. 5 ones are 5, 3s are, that is equals to y equal to 3. So the coordinates x comma y, what are the x coordinate and y coordinate? X is 1 and y is 3. So the point P, which is dividing this line AB in the ratio 2 is to 3, is its coordinates are 1 comma 3. This is how we can find. Okay. Now see here, find the coordinates of the points of trisection of the line segment joining 4 comma minus 1 and minus 2 comma minus 3. Okay. Now see here, he is telling that it is trisection. It is trisection. So suppose I have a straight line, A, B, and the points are 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Understand? So these are the coordinates, and this is trisection. Okay, this is divided into 3 equal parts. Trisection is. So suppose, see here, 1, 2, 3. This one part, this one part, this one part. These 3 equal parts it's divided. So I need to find the points P1 and the point P2. If I want to find these points, how I will do is, see here, let us suppose this as x comma y small and this as capital X comma capital Y for differentiation. Okay. Now I need to find these two coordinates. So how I will do is, see here, first take this one, this is one part, right? The remaining will be how many parts? 1 plus 1, 2 parts. So this is in the ratio how much? 1 is to 2. Now this ratio is how much? 1 is to 2. Okay. So M1 is 1, M2 is 2. Okay. Now let us use this formula to find the coordinate x comma y. So x comma y is equals to, what is that? M1 x2, right? M1 x2, 1 into minus 2, 1 into minus 2 plus M2 x1, 2 into 4 by M1 plus M2, 1 plus 2. Next, M1 by 2, 1 into minus 3, 1 into minus 3 plus M2, 2 into y1 is how much? 2 into minus 1 upon 1 plus 2. Okay. Now these are the coordinates x comma y. 1 into minus 2 plus 2 4s are 8 upon 3. 1 into minus 3 plus into minus, minus 2 1s are 2 by 1 plus 2 is 3. So that is equals to minus 2 plus 8 is 6 by 3 and minus 3 minus 2 is minus 5 by 3. Okay, 3 1s are 3 2s are. So this becomes 2 comma minus 5 by 3. These are the coordinates x comma y, which is point P1. Right? Now I need to find P2. Okay, now see here this particular case P1, P2, B. They are 1:1 ratio. They are P2 is dividing P1 and B in the ratio 1:1, which means it is the midpoint. P2 is the midpoint of what? P1B. P2 is the midpoint of of P1B of P1B. Okay, now we know P1 and we know B. What is P1? P1 is here we have found, right, 2 comma minus 5 by 3, and what is B? What is B? Minus 2 minus 3, minus 2 minus 3. Okay, now what we need to find? The midpoint of this, right? What is the midpoint formula? Just now we have seen this is the midpoint, right? P2 is the midpoint. X comma y is equals to this. I will give name x1, y1, x2, y2. So x1 plus x2. Okay, x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. X1 is how much? 2 plus minus 2 by 2 comma y1 minus 5 by 3 plus minus 3 by 2. 2 minus 2 gets cancelled, 0. 0 by anything? 0. Okay, this one you see here we will cross multiply 1 into minus 5 plus into minus 3 3s are 9 by 3 1s are 3 upon 2. Okay, now let me do it here. So this is 0 by anything is 0. So P2 x comma y equal to 0 comma minus 5 minus 9 how much? Minus 14 by this 2 will come on the upright 3 into 2. 2 ones are 2 sevens are. It is equals to 0 comma minus 7 by 3. So these are the points of P2 x comma y. This is how we can find. See, easily we have found this one. Okay, now look here, we will go to the next problem. So this is how we have found the trisection means these 2 points we have found, right? Okay, now what is the next thing we are going to do? Next problem. So to conduct sports day activities in your rectangular shaped school ground ABCD, lines have been drawn with chalk powder at a distance of 1 meter each. So at each meter they have drawn some what? Lines. 100 flower pots have been placed at a distance of 1 meter, means 100 flower plots. Here along AD, this C they have placed 100 flower pots. Okay. Niharika runs 1/4 distance AD. What is the distance she runs? 1/4 distance AD on the second line. On the second line, she runs how much? So second line means 1, 2. This line, she runs how much distance? She runs on this line how much? 1/4 distance. So 1/4 distance. So into 100. Why I am taking 100? 1/4 distance along AD, because this is there are totally 100 flower pots and each is placed at 1 meter. So this is 100 meters. In the second, so this is x is 2 and y is along this way. So I can take this one like this. So these are the coordinates of the first point. And Niharika, this is Niharika. Next, Preet runs 1/5 of the distance. Preet runs how much? 1/5 of the distance. And on the 8th line, so on the 8th line he runs how much distance? 1/5 distance. So these are the points. 4 ones are 4, 25, 5 ones are 5, 20s are. So 2 comma 25 is one coordinate and another one is 8 comma 20. So these are the two coordinates. These are the two coordinates. Understand? Now let us mark them. Let us mark them here. So 2 comma 25. 2 comma 25. This is 1 point. 8 comma 20. 8 comma 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. So here. So now this is the line. So what is asked is, what is the distance between both the flags? This distance he is asking. Suppose this as A and this as B. Okay. What is the distance? 2 comma 25 and 8 comma 20. And also he is asking if Reshmi has to post a blue flag exactly halfway between, means the midpoint. Halfway means at the midpoint of this. We need to find the midpoint. Okay, between the line segment joining the two flags, where should the post her flag? Where should she post her flag? This is what is asked. Okay, now first thing what we need to do, the distance, right? So this is A and this is B. So we need to find the distance. So this is x1, y1, x2, y2. So we know the distance formula. What is that? If I want to find the distance formula of AB, that is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square root of. Okay, now x2 is how much? 8 minus x1 is 2 whole square plus y2 is 20 minus y1 is 25. So 8 minus 2 is 6 square plus 20 minus 25 is minus 5 square. So that is equals to 36 plus 25, that is equals to 36 plus 25 is root 61 units. So the distance is how much? Root 61 units. Okay. Now what is asked? The midpoint of these 2 points. So if I want to find the midpoint, suppose this is x1, y1, x2, y2. What is the midpoint? X comma y, suppose is the midpoint here somewhere P. So that is x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. Okay, what is x1? 2, x2 is 8. 2 plus 8 by 2 comma 25 plus 20. y1 plus y2 is 25 plus 20 by 2. So 2 plus 8 is 10 by 2. 25 plus 20 is 45 by 2. So 2 ones are 2, 5s are. So 5 comma 45 by 2 is 22.5. So this is the place where Reshmi will post her blue flag halfway, exactly halfway between A and B, that is between Niharika's and Preet's flags. So this is the question. This is how we have to solve the problem. Next, see here, find the ratio in which the line segment joining the points minus 3 comma 10 and 6 comma minus 8 is divided by minus 1 comma 6. Now see here, what is given is, see here, there is a line segment AB. Okay, this is A, this is B, and this is the point P. So A is how much? A is minus 3 comma 10 and B is 6 comma minus 8. So point P, where is the point P? Somewhere here. What is the coordinates? Minus 1 comma 6. Okay. Now here this is x, y, this is x1, y1, this is x2, y2. These are all the things given here. So what we need to find? M1 and M2. What is the ratio? He is asking the ratio, right? Find the ratio. M1, M2 is asked. Understand? Now see here x. What is the value of x? Minus 1. Here I will put minus 1 is equals to m1 I don't know, right? Right as it is into x2. X2 is 6. 6 plus m2 I don't know, and x1 is minus 3 by m1 plus m2. Okay. Next y is how much? 6 equal to, again m1 is how much? We don't know. M1 y2 minus 8 plus m2 I don't know, y1 10 by m1 plus m2, m1 plus m2. So now see here, this m1 m2 we will send it to the other side. So minus m1 plus m2 minus 1 into, right, m1 plus m2 is equals to 6m1. 6 into m1 is 6m1 plus into minus minus 3 into m2 3m2. Okay. Next this will come to the other side. 6 into m1 plus m2 is equals to minus 8 m1 minus 8 into m1 minus 8 m1 plus 10 m2. So what will happen? This minus 1 into m1 minus m1 minus 1 into m2 minus m2 equal to 6 m1 minus 3 m2. So 6, this becomes 6 m1 plus 6 m2 equal to minus 8 m1 plus 10 m2. Just we are going to solve this as two variables m1 and m2. Okay, we will get two equations, linear equation in two variables. We have, right, pair of linear equation in two variables. That way we are going to solve this one. Now you see here, we will send m1 to the other side, m to this side. Okay, minus 3m2 will come, becomes plus 3m2 minus m2 equal to, here 6m1 minus m1 will go that side, becomes plus m1. So this becomes 3m2 minus m2, 2m2 equal to 6m1 plus m1, 7m1. Okay, now send this 7 to the other side. 2 by 7 equal to m2. Send this m2 to the other side. M1 is already here by m2. So m1 by m2 ratio how much? 2 by 7. So the ratio, what is the ratio? M1 is by m2. M1 is to m2 is equals to 2 is to 7. If you solve this one also, you will get the same. See here, m1 get to the other side, 6m1 plus 8m1 is equals to 10m2. 6m2 will go to the other side, minus 6m2. 6 plus 8, 14m1 equal to 10 minus 6, 4m2. So m to the other side, 14 by 4 is equals to, okay, m2 by m1. So this becomes 2 2s are 2 7s are. This is m2 by m1, right? So m2 by m1 is equals to 7 by 2, and if you reciprocate this, m1 by m2 becomes how much? 2 by 7. 2 by 7. I think you are understanding. Okay, this is how. See, either of the way you can do and you will get the same answer. So let us go to the next question. Find the ratio we have to find in which the line segment AB is divided by the x-axis. See here, x-axis means, on x-axis y coordinate is what? 0 and x will be having some value, right? So the ratio in which the line segment A and B are divided by an x-axis. So here x comma y, that point P's coordinates are x comma 0. Why? Because that point is been cut at x-axis. On x-axis y value is 0, only we will have x value. Understand? Now see here, let us take a line segment A 1 comma minus 5, B minus 4 comma 5. There is a point P whose coordinates are x comma 0. Understand? Find the coordinates of the point of division, and also we have to find the ratio. We have to find the coordinates also, and we have to find the ratio also. Understand? So we can do this in two ways, but generally what way we will do is m1 m2 is the ratio. When we don't know the ratio, we take it as m1 and m2, right? Okay. Now similar, let us do the same way. See here, this is x1 y1 x2 y2, this is x comma y. Okay, m1 x2, m1 is how much we don't know, x2 is minus 4 plus m2 we don't know, and x1 is 1 by m1 plus m2 is equals to x. Okay, next, what is the next thing? Y value how much? 0 is equals to m1 we don't know. Okay, y2 is 5 plus m2 we don't know. Y1, what is the value of y1? Minus 5 by m1 and m2 we don't know, right? So if you send this to the other side, m1 plus m2 will go to the other side, becomes 0. Okay, so this becomes 0. So 0 equal to 5 m1 plus into minus 5 m2. That implies minus 5 m2. If it comes to this side, 5 m2 becomes 5 m1. So m2 we will send to the other side, m1 is already there by m2, and 5 we will send it to the other side. Already 5 we have here, this 5 also comes here, 5 ones are 5 ones are. So m1 by m2 is how much? m1 by m2 is equals to 1 by 1, 1 is to 1 ratio. This ratio is how much? 1 is to 1. Understand? Now if I know m1 and m2, I can find the x coordinate, right? So let us substitute here. m1 is how much? 1. So 1 into minus 4 plus m2 is also 1 into 1 by 1 plus 1. So that will be equal to 1 into minus 4 plus 1 into 1 1 by 1 plus 1 2. So this is x. Minus 4 plus 1 is how much? Minus 3 by 2. What is the x coordinate? Minus 3 comma 2. And what is the ratio? 1 is to 1. m1 is to m2 is equals to 1 is to 1. Okay, this way also we can do, or we can do the other way like this. See, suppose a point, b point is given, and I can take the ratio as k is to 1, x comma 0, this is how much? 1 comma minus 5, this is how much? Minus 4 comma 5. So see, in either of the cases you will get the same ratio and same x value. See here, k is to 1. Okay, k into, this is x1 y1 x y x2 y2, right? So the y coordinate 0 equal to k y2. What is the k y2? 5 into k 1 into minus 5. Okay, by k plus 1. So k plus 1, if it goes to the other side, it becomes 0, right? K plus 1 into 0 is 0. So 0 equal to 5k minus 5. So minus 5 to the other side equal to 5k. So 5 to the other side, 5 by 5 equal to k. So this is 1, k equal to 1. So k equal to 1 means 1 is to 1. Again 1 is to 1 is the ratio, same ratio we got. And now we will substitute here and you will get the same x value. So either of the ways we can do. Understand? Next, if 1 comma 2, 4 comma 5 and some values or coordinates are given, or the vertices of a parallelogram taken in order, find x and y. See, a, b, c, d vertices are given and we need to find what? Okay, if x and y values we need to find. So here what is the common thing is here e, right? In parallelogram these diagonals bisect each other, means bisect means this diagonal, this part and this part, okay, from here to here, from here to here they are equal. That's what it's meaning. Okay, from here to here and here to here it is the midpoint. For this is the midpoint, for this also this is the midpoint. Understand? So easily what we can do is midpoint formula we will use. See, what is the midpoint formula? X1 plus x2 by 2, right? And y1 plus y2 by 2. See here, for this I can take x1 y1, x2 y2, and for this again I will take x1 y1, x2 y2, because we have 2, right? And luckily this point, midpoint of this are same point, right? So they this midpoint and this midpoint are at the same point, so they will be equal. That is what. So as to reduce our confusion, we will make this as x3 y3 x4 y4. See here, x1 plus x2 by 2 is equals to x3 plus x4 by 2. This is one. Y1 plus y2 by 2 is equals to y3 plus y4 by 2. So 2 common, we can cancel. So x1 is how much? 1 plus x2, x2 is x is equals to x3 is how much? 4, x4 is how much? 3. So x is equals to 4 plus 3 is 7, this 1 goes to the other side, it becomes minus 1, x equal to 7 minus 1, 6. Easily we can find this way. Y1 is how much? 2 plus y2 is 6 is equals to y3 how much? Y plus y4 is how much? 5. So this is to the other side. 2 plus 8, 2 plus 6 is 8. This will come to the other side, becomes, okay, 8 minus 5 is how much? Y equal to 3. This is how we can find. Why we have taken this one equal? Because both this midpoint is here only, this midpoint is also here only, they are intersecting at the common point. So point is same, so the coordinate should also be same. So this coordinate and this coordinate should be equal. That's why we have taken like this. Okay, let us move to the next question. Find the coordinates of points A, where AB is the diameter of the circle whose center is 2, minus 3 and B is 1, 4. See here, there is a circle, okay, there is a circle whose diameter is A, B and center is how much? Okay, some center O, suppose this as the center O. So center is given how much? 2, minus 3 is given, and B is also given 1, 4. We need to find the coordinate x, y. So see, we know AB is the diameter. What is given? AB is the diameter. If AB is the diameter, O is the center, right? So O is the midpoint. So x plus 1, right? X plus 1 by 2 should be equal to what? 2. And y plus 4 by 2 is equals to minus 3. So this will go x plus 1 equal to 2 2s are 4. 1 will go to the other side. 4 minus 1 is, so 2 3s are minus 6. Y plus 4. Y is equals to minus 6 plus 4 will go to the other side. Y becomes minus 10. Y equal to minus 10. So what is this coordinate? 3, minus 10. Understand? So easily we have found, because O is the midpoint, right? So this is how we can do. X plus 1 by 2 should be equal to 2. Y plus 4 should be, y plus 4 by 2 should be equal to minus 3. Midpoint, right? So that is the formula we are using, x1 plus x2 by 2, like that. See here, x is how much? 2, x2 is x2, y2, this is x1, y1. Okay, x2 is 1 plus x1 is x1 only by 2. Here y is how much? Minus 3, y2 is 4 plus y1 by 2. Okay, 2 to the 4 equal to 1 plus x1, 4 minus 1 equal to x1, 3 equal to x1. Okay, 2 3s are minus 6 equal to 4 plus y1, 4 will come to the other side, minus 6 minus 4 equal to y1, minus 10 equal to y1. Okay, this is how we are going to do this problem. Next, if a and b are respectively the given points, okay, this is a and this is b, find the coordinates of p such that ab, okay, see here we are given a, b and p. Understand? So a coordinate is minus 2, minus 2, b is how much? 2 comma minus 4. And what is given? AP, AP is equals to, AP is equals to 3 by 7 AB. So AP is equals to AB total, right? 3 by 7 times of that. Understand? Means if you see here, AP is 3, means this AB is how much? 7 parts. Easily we can understand. See, if A from A to P, if A to P, if it is 3 parts, then AB is how much? Okay, then AB is how much? Total AB is 7 parts. So this becomes how much? 4, 3 and 4. Easily we can find this way. We can easily find this way. Or how we can do is, see here, this ratio sent to the other side, it becomes 7 by 3. And this AP sent to the other side, it becomes AB by AP. So AB can be written as, AB can be written as what? AP plus PB, right? AP plus PB by AP. AP plus PB is AB and 7 by 3. That is equals to AP by AP, because this is common, right, for both, plus PB by AP. So this is 1. Here what is that? Ratio 7 by 3. So send this one to the other side. So 7 by 3 minus 1 is equals to PB by AP. So 1 7s are 7, minus 3 1s are 3, by 1 3s are 3, equal to PB by AP. Understand? 7 minus 3 is how much? 4 by 3 equal to PB by AP. See here, PB 4 we got ratio and AP is 3. See, just without doing this also we can directly say that. Understand? Okay. Now let us use the, now we know this, what we have to find? We have to find what? The coordinates of P. We need to find P, x comma y. So this is what? x1, y1, this is x2, y2. Now let us use the formula here. X coordinate, x is equals to m1, m1 this is m1, this is m2. 3 into x2 is 2, 3 into 2 plus m2 is 4 into x1, x1 is minus 2 by 3 plus 4 are the ratios, right? So this is x and y is equals to m1 is how much? 3 and y2 is minus 4 plus m2 is 4 into y1 minus 2 by 3 plus 4. So 3 2s are 6 plus into minus, minus 4 2s are 8 by 3 plus 4 7, and this is how much? Minus 3 4s are 12 minus 8 by 3 4s 3 plus 4 7. So this 6 minus 8 is minus 2 by 7, and this is how much? Minus 20 by 7. So the coordinates x comma y how much? Minus 2 by 7 comma minus 20 by 7. These are the coordinates. These are the coordinates of the point P, which is dividing in the ratio 3:4. Okay, let us go to the next problem. See here, find the coordinates of the point which divide the line segment AB into 4 equal parts. See this one. So we have a line segment A, B, whose points are minus 2 comma 2 and 2 comma 8. It is being divided into 4 equal parts, right? 4 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Means each part is this one portion, 1, 1, 1. 4 equal parts we have divided. Understand? Now see here, this is one part, this is one part. So from here to here it is 2 parts. This is one part, this is one part. This from here to here how much? 2 parts. Means suppose this as P1, P2, P3. Try to understand. See here, from A P1 is one part, P1 P2 is another part. So this becomes 2 parts. This is one part, this is one part. So this is also 2 parts. 2 parts, 2 parts. Means this P2 is the midpoint of AB. P2 is midpoint of what? AB. Midpoint of AB. So midpoint means what I can do? So this is suppose x comma y, x comma y. So this is x1 y1, this is x2 y2. So what is the midpoint? X equal to x1 plus x2, right? So x1 is how much? Minus 2 plus x2 is how much? 2 by 2. y1 how much? 2 plus y2 is how much? 8 by 2. So 2 minus 2, 0 by 2 is 0, 2 plus 8, 10 by 2, 2 ones are 2, 5s are. So this coordinates, what is the coordinates here? It is 0 comma 0 comma 5, 0 comma 5. Now see here, this is one portion and this is one portion, right? So P1 is the midpoint of AP2. P1 is midpoint of AP2. So that time what I will do is, I will take, okay, this is x2 y2 now. So this has x comma y. If I take this, so x is equals to x1 how much? Minus 2, x2 is plus 0 by 2, y is how much? 2 plus y2 is 5 by 2, minus 2 by 2, how much? Minus 1, and this is how much? 7 by 2. Understand? So the coordinates of this point is how much? Minus 1 comma 7 by 2. Okay. Now what is the next thing we are going to do? This one, this coordinate we need to find. So this is one portion, this is one portion. From here to here one portion, one portion. So this is the midpoint. P3 is the midpoint, right? So P3 is the midpoint of what? P2B. P2B. So now what I will do? I will take this as x1, y1, this as x2, y2. So the coordinates x comma y, x is equals to how much? 0, x1 plus x2, right? 0 plus 2 by 2, and y is equals to 5 plus 8. 5 plus 8 by 2. 0 plus 2 is 2 by 2, comma y equal to 13 by 2. So this is 1, this is 13 by 2. So this is how much? 1 comma 13 by 2. This is how we can do the problem. Understand? So this is how we can do this. Simple. See, first AB is a line and it is being divided into 4 equal parts, right? It is being divided into 1, 2, 3, 4 equal parts. 4 equal parts means this 1, 2, 1, 2. So this is the midpoint of AB. So that way we have found. Again, this is the midpoint of these two, right? So I have found this point. Again, this point and this point, this is the midpoint. Like that, again I have found the another point. This is how we are going to solve this. Understand? Let us go to the next problem. See here, find the area of the rhombus if its vertices are. See here, this one P, Q, R, S, which are taken in order, right? P value is how much? 3 comma 0, Q is 4 comma 5, R is how much? Minus 1 comma 4, S is how much? Minus 2 comma minus 1. So we need to find the area of rhombus, right? The area of the rhombus he has given as half of the product of its diagonals. So what are the diagonals here? PR and QS. These are the diagonals. PR and QS are the diagonals. So let us find the PR is distance, right? QS is distance. So we will use the distance formula here. What is the distance formula? X2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. This is the formula we are going to use, distance formula. Okay. Now first, what is the distance? We need to find the diagonals PR and QS, right? So first we will find PR distance. P is what? 3 comma 0 and R is minus 1 comma 4. So this is x1 y1, x2 y2. Now let us find the distance PR. So x2 minus x1 minus 1 minus 3 whole square plus y2 minus y1 4 minus 0 whole square. So minus 1 minus 3 is minus 4 whole square plus 4 square. So that is how much? 4 4s are 16 plus 16. That is equals to root. What we can write? 16 plus 16 is 2 times 16, right? 2 into 16. So that is equals to root 2 into root 16. So root 16 is how much? 4 root 2 units. Okay. Now what is the other thing we need to find the diagonal? QS. So let us find QS. So I will find it here. Q is how much? Q is 4 comma 5 and S is how much? Minus 2 minus 1. Minus 2 minus 1. This is x1 y1, x2 y2. So QS distance is equals to x2 minus x1 minus 2 minus x1 is 4 whole square plus y2 is minus 1 minus y1 is 5. So minus 2 minus 4 is minus 6 whole square plus minus 1 minus 5 is minus 6 whole square. So 6 6 are 36 plus 36. So this I can write as how much? 2 into 36. Okay, that is equals to root 2 into root 36. So that is equals to root 36 is 6 root 2 units. Okay, now I got the diagonals. Now what is the area of the rhombus? Area of rhombus is equals to half of the product of its diagonals. Half of product of its diagonals. Okay, half of Product of its diagonals means the first diagonal 4 root 2, the other diagonal is 6 root 2. So root 2 into root 2 is how much? 2, right? This root 2 into root 2 is 2. This 2 gets cancelled. 4 6 are 24 square units. This is the value. This is how we can do. See, first what we have done, product of its diagonals. So diagonal distances we have calculated using the distance formula PR and QS. What I have done, half of the product of its diagonal, half of this. Root 2 into root 2 is equal to root of 2 into 2. So if under root we have 2 2's means 1 will come out, right? So this becomes 2. So here 2 is there. So it gets cancelled. Okay, I hope you understood. Thank you. Thank you for watching.